Yeah, good evening again. Those who don't know me, quick introduction. My name is Madin. I'm a chartered accountant and I did my MBA from, executive MBA from IIM Kolkata. I was working in the industry for the companies like Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, etc. for about 10 plus years. Then last 7 plus years, I'm into this training and placements here in the name of uniqfin. uniqfin Business School. So that's quick background. The objective of the class is to talk about the finance careers in general, plus how our MBA program at uniqfin can help you to achieve those careers. The successful finance careers. That is the idea. Please keep participate so that we can make. Make it interactive so that there'll be a purpose. There'll be a purpose, and then your purpose will be served. Okay. Can someone please give me an answer if I ask you this question? Let's say you want to become like a CFO, for example, or maybe a team manager, or maybe head of the department in the finance. What do you think is the skill that you should have? Whatever it comes to your mind, please go ahead.
Domain knowledge.
Qualifications.
Okay, somebody said domain knowledge. Okay, somebody said qualification. Okay, what qualifications?
MBA, CA.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, let's say MBA or CA. Okay, please continue.
And a complete knowledge about the financial transactions, all the financial things in the company.
Experience.
Okay.
To the
Very
experience
basics,
also.
you know about Excel.
Okay.
Communication skills.
Okay. Anybody else?
Getting a complete knowledge about the company and how the financial things are happening.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. So all about if I'm running, if I'm working for, let's say, a bank like HDFC, who are my customers? What type of transactions are happening? All that business knowledge.
Yes.
Agreed? Anybody else?
Strong understanding of the industry in which we are serving.
Yeah. Anybody want to add one more? Or at least one or two? Right. So, 1 second. Now, can you tell me maybe one or two courses which are giving all this knowledge? All. I know every course will give you something. Any
CMA.
guess? Sorry?
CMA.
CMA, do you think they're also, I know presentation skills, maybe communication skills towards the end of your career, and not end of career, end of course, before going for the placements. I think they are adding some communication skills and some Excel, but not extensively. I hope you agree with me. Right? CRCMA, the more focus is on technical skills like accounting, costing, taxation, etc. Before going for the placements, they are adding some skills like general communication skills for about 10-15 days, if I'm not wrong. Can anybody confirm, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Just
sir.
15 days only they will conduct.
Which means overall it is still missing. I'm 100% sure. Yeah. Any other course? Like CFA, USCMA, whatever comes to your mind.
And in global qualifications like CAMA, CPA, CFAs.
To my knowledge, still the focus on these two areas mainly, the communication skills. And apart from these things, I add career guidance. Career guidance or mentorship or, kind of, give me 1 second. Yeah, I strongly feel that is also very important. Career guidance and mentorship by someone has an idea. Of course, that guy should have practical understanding of how the industry works and how the technical things works. Then that is also important. Or if I add these things, which one you will give more votes out of 6?
Management skill, first of all.
Okay. Others.
Communication skills too.
Okay. I mean, which one is your favorite or what you think is more important? So yeah, go ahead, please.
So based on my view, I think communication skill is the first and foremost, because if we have the ability to communicate things in a proper way, we can develop other skills in an orderly manner.
One way I agree with you. Yes. Go ahead. Others.
The mix of all the skills that can able to achieve the things much more easier and better.
All of
Instead
the
of
above.
focusing on
All of the above, right, Srinivas?
yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
The moment we give that option, most of us goes. Okay. Anyhow, others, please. Whatever comes to your mind. In case if you want to add, please again add. Based on this, again, whatever clues I'm giving, please feel free. It's just interactive. Let us just explore, right? So I'm happy to take your suggestions, whatever we want to add. It is for your career, not only mine. Let's please discuss.
Sir, according to me, I think working knowledge of a person matters more than a communication.
You mean to say
Even if you are a
experience?
great, indeed, sir, experience.
Okay.
According
More you have it, better it is.
according to me, eager to learn more day by day.
One way I agree with you. Excellent points. Appreciated. Anybody else?
Sir, valuation also matters a lot. Valuation of a company. How you can
One way,
value the company.
yeah, agree with you. Say kind of valuation of a company or kind of
And
finance markets.
financial models, regarding the financial models, making a decision about the investment.
Yeah, particularly when you go to the senior management, you should really understand how your company is perceived by your investors. If it is a listed company, why my share value is going up or going down also I should understand. So that automatically, even if it is a private company, whoever is the people who invested in that company, like promoters, etc., you should understand. Otherwise, there is no way you will become one of the management team. I mean, one of the member of the team management. So that way, yes, I agree. Okay, anything more? I'm sure people will have some idea. Right? Chandu, any inputs there?
If you are good with communication skills, sir, we can have some career guidance from a very notified person. So I will give communication skill the most score.
Okay, right. So yes.
Also, automation skills to avoid regular regular manual workings.
Okay. I'm sorry, Anugraha, your voice. I mean, it's breaking.
Yeah, so automation skill is also one of the important things too.
100% I agree with you. Can I say this one systems related skills, Power BI, Python, etc. for that automation?
Yeah, sure.
In a way, AML. Yeah. Now, again, if I go back to the same question, do you think there is single course which is giving all the skills? Again, anybody? To my knowledge, no. On what basis I am telling? As I said, I have done my CA in 2007. I was working for small firms before that, like audit firms, where I was going for this, as usual, articleship, where I've done as part of articleship, I worked for many banks as clients. I worked for many manufacturing companies as clients, listed companies, unlisted companies, many systems related audits we have done, many stock audits related, and then, many wide variety of works we have done, valuations, analytics, everything. Then when I get into the MNC, my first job was Deutsche Bank in Mumbai. The first job itself, I was struggling big time with Excel, etc. Where as a CA, I know accounting, but then I was not able to understand the Excel side of the things and communication. I was asked to interact with the US clients. Very difficult to understand what is their requirement. Both sides. One is the accent itself. Then, of course, the requirements, because it is very systemized work in the MNCs. One work will be divided into multiple pieces, right? Till that time, one small company, that's a different thing. End to end, you will do. Let's say, for example, I'm working in a hospital, one doctor and one receptionist or admin person is there. Everything you do, typist, you are the typist, you are the computer operator, you are the watchman, everything. That's a different thing. The moment you go to a big company, everything is subdivided into multiple parts. Just accounting also made into multiple pieces. Now understanding who did the job before me, how I had to take up the work from there, then how I had to pass on my work to the other guy, it's very difficult. Knowing that systems, again, a lot of softwares, etc., will be there. If I make one mistake, the team who is going to depend on my work, it's broken. The chain is broken. I have to follow in a systematic way. That's where some of you might have heard SOPs they follow. Yes or no? Systematic, standard operating process. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right.
Indeed.
So now, while I'm operating in that kind of an environment, I should know a lot of things like whatever the people mentioned, like, first communication skills, something, let's say data is supposed to come to me at 10 o'clock, it came at 11 o'clock. I should be in a position to post this issue with my stakeholders, maybe my management, maybe the team who is going to depend on my work, etc., etc. I should inform. As a, the beginner, I used to make all this mistake because my CA curriculum never taught me all these things, right? I was worrying about all how to get the marks in my accounts or income tax, etc. Communication skills also 10-15 days, very high level skills are added. So nowhere I got that kind of a clarity. So I was struggling big time. So I used to have one question. Then when I compare myself with my team members who came from Equi Business School, some students used to work with me. Later, I moved to analytics team and all, where IIT members, I am students and all, I used to work with them. Or even some of them, just the graduate basis, they came in from Mumbai colleges, some of the top, commerce colleges. When I compare with them, they're really good with, or at least much better than me with all these things, like communication skills or at least group discussions kind of things, all these things. So that's where I felt maybe, we are missing big time some of these topics. Then coming to my experience as a manager in the other companies and all, when I was hiring, when I'm training my team members and all, these are the common things where they're missing. Either communication skills is one thing, or people from MBA become background, mostly accounting and technical skills they're missing. And one of the thing is that continuous upgradation of ourselves. That's where we normally say that, reading the newspapers, keep updating the updated knowledge about the industry. I think somebody said there, knowledge about the industry. So these things are missing big time. So do you think once you join in a company, do you get time to go through newspaper every day like Economic Times, or understanding what are the updates given, or rather, recent updates in the budget which are impacting my industry or my company? Do you think we normally go through, or most likely no? What's your answer?
No.
Most likely, no, sir.
It will be
Because
difficult.
Even when I was working in, let's say my last company was Goldman Sachs, before the JP Morgan, etc. Everyday newspapers will come, Economic Times, Business Line, you name any paper. It will be there in the reception. It will be there in the finance where the floor we go. Every cabin you go, everywhere papers will be there. Everywhere news channels will be going on, CNBC, TV 18 and all. But none of us pay attention to it. Always the mind is about next 1 hour ka deadline, by evening ka deadline, quarter end ka deadlines. And management will be keep telling, "Arey yaar, go through this thing, go through that thing." We don't get the time. Most of the times we don't get the time, or nobody is insisting on all these things. That's where again what we felt is all these things we have to make a habit in the college itself, right? Maybe once it become a habit, most likely you will continue. That's my gut feeling. I mean, we have seen that. So that's where coming to our curriculum, the way we have designed is everything is taken care, right? For example, you might ask, how do you inculcate the habit of eager to learn, right? We are just conducting these presentations one side, the debates kind of thing, quizzes kind of thing, etc., etc., right? Every week students has to go through the newspaper and they have to present in the weekend presentation. So there are many ways. Accounting skills, obviously, one of the common the feedback we get for the MBA and BCom students when we send people to the placements is, they're not strong with the basic accounting, or little bit advanced like accounting standards and all. So we have obviously CS with a good amount of experience to teach you accounting. Plus, if you're still struggling, we have so many customized classes, like, people with 5-6 years experience, mostly are students who are working in the industry. They'll take customized classes for you, including debit and credit. It's almost like a tuition at no extra cost. The point is, whatever is the industry expecting from a finance professional, we are making sure we are delivering. Till that time, we are pushing you, to learn. So the other technical skill is, apart from the accounting, the finance skills like, capital markets, private equity, mutual funds, hedge funds. What we are doing is, the moment you are part of MBA, Our certification courses like investment banking and fund accounting, you will have unlimited access, right? So maybe at the beginning, for example, 2025-27 admissions started, people are attending. For them, what we have done is they are already attending the IB classes before MBA classes starts. MBA classes will start in August end or September beginning. But now itself, they have already started. By the time those classes started, they are already job ready, at least for, the basic jobs they can go. Then let's say after 6 months, you want to go for job. For example, MBA classes start in August or September. You want to go for job, let's say in October, November, December, whatever it is. By that time, you want to again one more time attend the classes. We are okay with that, right? So the point is to get that success, in the interview and later. Particularly, I look at the long-term career is more important than getting the job. Getting the job, what I feel is not that difficult. Yes, depends on our background. Some of us might get in the first month. Some of us get maybe after 12 months. That's okay. But the moment you get into the job, these challenges you come across, right? How to interact with the seniors, how to communicate with the managers, how to ask for the promotion, what are the right skills or habits I have to develop to get into the promotion, how to keep getting some good hikes. These, I don't think there are many colleges to teach you all these things, because most of them are run by maybe politicians or maybe real estate people or maybe engineering college teaching the MBA. These are all what you normally see. I don't think there are professionals who understand these things. This is my experience. Whereas here, I myself take some good amount of classes, or I'll have interactions with the student almost on a monthly basis, or offline people almost on a daily basis. So we judge the people, we give this guidance. Don't worry, these are the areas you have to understand. So that way, the moment here and there, small issues you are correcting, almost all these long-term skills, long-term areas of improvement, you will automatically inculcate. I mean, you'll become best of that. So that way, that is also taken care. So then remaining whatever the areas that we are talking about here, for example, somebody said system related. That's why the program we have generated, rather we have, planned is finance and analytics, where almost 50% goes to finance topics like capital market, private equity, hedge funds, equity research, almost all, the finance side, economics, accounting, etc., what you need to know, statistics, etc. The other side of the 50%, all systems related. For example, Excel, what else people can add quickly?
SQL.
Continue.
Yes.
You can guess, right?
Python.
Agree. Related to that, AML also, some of the projects. Again, almost all of these things are practiced in such a way as a finance student, what are the database you have to work on, right? Excel itself, for example, we have one advanced Excel. I mean, the faculty is having at least 15 plus years experience. One more faculty, internal faculty, who is having the corporate sessions and all, they take corporate trainings and all. Many a times they make you practice. Maybe first 3 months, one class will be over. After 3 months or after 6 months, few more sessions. After 9 to 12 months, few more sessions. Again, if I complete in the first 3 months, by the end of 12th month, you might forget. Again, we'll come back, right? Again, we'll conduct these sessions. Again, we'll ask you to work on the some of the case-based studies. Then we'll conduct the assessments. Then again, we'll have presentations wise. Students also cover all these technical topics again and again. So any important topics, multiple times it has to go into your mind. I hope all of you agree with me.
Yes, sir.
Right? One time teaching, one time understanding is nowhere sufficient. This is where some people says, maybe I'll learn this Power BI or SQL, maybe in the Udemy or maybe in something else, some other courses. My guess is this, just you'll understand what it is, appreciate it. That is also good. Is that enough to the company? Again, no, right? You have to practice. Hands-on experience is important. Again, understanding the company requirement. If I'm joining a company, what is the job description? What exactly they're asking? Again, for interview, some people prepare. Again, I say interview is just one step. You have to be really good enough to clear the interview. That is one thing. But then the actual problem starts once you get into the industry, right? How to convince your manager and all. That's where these skills, having hands-on experience is one thing. And second, of course, communication skills again. That's where, again, one more thing comes into the picture, the mentorship. For example, you joined, job maybe 1 or 3 months back. You will have different set of issues. Sir, I'm not understanding the requirements of the company, the systems I'm not able to understand, etc. Let's say 1 year is over. Next problem is I'm not getting the promotion. I'm not getting the hike. Or the other problem can be I got 2, 3 offers. Which offer to choose? Or maybe for some reason I'm getting an offer from the different industry. Can I choose? So many multiple issues. After 1 year, you have a different issue. After 3 years, you have a different issue. After 5 years, you have a different issue. After 10 years, you have a different issue. I hope people agree with me.
Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes,
that's
sir.
where again you need somebody. We may not spend 10 hours, 20 hours every time. Maybe 2-3 minutes of understanding your problem and giving the suggestion itself can rectify, so many issues. That's where I feel again, if you go to top colleges like IIM, nobody might have time, right? The batch is done, batch is done. Ours is kind of a customized and closely monitored group, right? There are many students. I think I can say some of them joined in here also. Some of them are 5 years back student. Even today morning, some students joined almost 7 years, first batch, 2017-18 students now joining for MBA. So we are in touch with them. At least some of them, may not be all thousands of students, but many. There are some good hand-picked, students. They are in touch. So my point is, maybe after 5 years you have some issue, maybe you can just message. Whatever best we can help, we'll help. So that way, that monitoring and guidance at the time of classes is one thing. Later is second thing. Later also we have. That is what I'm trying to say. And third important, we'll be keep launching some more courses like international courses like USCPA, USCMA, ACCA. All these things we have over a period will start. Maybe in case if you think yes to go to the next stage, you want to come there. Obviously, we'll give the benefit. For example, existing investment banking and fund accounting students, we are not charging. I mean, we are adjusting that in the MBA fees. So that way, if they have already paid 50,000, for example, we are not charging that amount again in the MBA. We are deducting that. We are reducing. So same way, if you are a current student, if you are going to join for those courses, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 5 years down the line, obviously we'll give that benefit. So that way, if you want to become a complete finance professional, whatever is your requirement over a period, we will answer those things at a much lower cost compared to the market, being an existing student, right? So that way, everything is kept in the mind. One more thing, the way the customized things are done is, let's say you are a first year student. For example, you went for the job after 8 months or 12 months or whatever. Now you want to get into the different industry later, we might help you. That is one. Let's say because you are working in a company, you missed some classes. Let's say Power BI classes you missed in the first year, or SQL classes you missed in the first year. Second year you have some time because you are adjusted to the company. Now you have some time. Now again you want to attend those classes. We have no issue. In the next batch we'll mix. We don't maintain like, this guy is a first year MBA guy, this guy is a second year MBA guy. Their work is done. We don't look at that way, right? If we need some best brains to come together, we are okay. As far as in the first year MBA, there is one guy who has that interest. We'll add that guy into the second year also, second year classes also. Second year guy might attend in the third year. Again, the point here is to get that best knowledge and the best possible help to be offered from our side. We break all these rules. We don't go by the normal college kind of a conditions where your syllabus is done, your certificate is done, you are thrown out of the college. No. Once you are a student, you are our student. Of course, more priority might come to the juniors at that time, but you will be still in our priority. So that way, a lot of things are taken care by looking into the long-term career, right? So again, coming back to the skills that you need, whatever you can talk about in this, everything is taken care. For example, somebody said experience. We are doing two things. One is, in your batch, there'll be some people with experience, some people who are freshers from the college. This is one. You take last 2 years of MBA. We started MBA in 2023. That is one batch. 24 second batch is done. Now admissions are going for the third batch. Everywhere we have both mix. People with more than 5 years experience are also there in the group. People with the different qualifications like CMA Inter, CA Inter, CA qualified, BCom fresher, everybody is there. People from different locations are also there. People from Odisha, people from other states, whatever, Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra, and list goes on. The idea here is once you have the diversified set of people, particularly experienced and fresher, you will have a different way of looking at the things. The questioning clarity will go up. Second point, let's say you're continuing for 24 months. Within that, some people are sent for the job within 3 months also. If they're, maybe their financial needs are like that, or maybe they're prepared, we will send. There's no condition that minimum 12 months classes should be over like that. No, you can go at 3 months also, 6 months also, 12 months also. What it means, somebody's working out of your benchmate. Maybe let's say 3 people are sitting in a bench. One of the guy is already working in the corporate. Generally, you'll be more confident. Acha, when he got the job, I'll get. This is the first point. Second point, he'll be keep posting you. What are the challenges? What is the learning? So now you'll have much better reason to concentrate on the classes. Acha, these questions will be asked in the interview. Point number one. For example, out of 12 months, let's say every month 3 people are attending the interview. All these questions will come to you. You understand what is happening in the interview. Second, some of them will go the offer. You understand which type of companies are recruiting what kind of people. 3, these guys who are attending the company work, they'll also log in the weekends, at least for the communication skills related presentations, Toastmasters and all. There you will meet them. So that way you get further clarity. Then there may be somebody who are already working as our students somewhere. Now they'll join. So that way, the multiple stages where you'll be given much better clarity about exactly what happens in the corporate, right? I might say 100 times, you'll not receive that message. When one of your friend is working with 6 months experience in the company, you might get some insights from that guy. One of them are 2 years experience, you get a different level of clarity. List goes on, right? We'll be having a lot of guest lectures from the students who are working for 3 years, 5 years. So that way, there are multiple stages where you get these kind of inputs. So that way, that experience part is taken care, right? So then what else I'm missing? Career guidance, management skills. Management skills over a period you develop. Again, that's where I said, for example, one of the term I use, Toastmasters. The way it works is Sunday, every Sunday, 4:30 it works. You have to, I mean, there'll be club, Toastmasters of uniqfin Toastmasters club. There'll be somebody takes the roles, like, one of them are president, one of them are vice president, one of them are, whatever roles are assigned, they will take care. They run the meetings. They collaborate with the other clubs in the market. This is the reason we kept the college in the central area, Marathahalli, where all IT areas, you can just Google if you don't know about Bangalore. All IT companies are around us. Maybe half a kilometer distance, there are some IT parks. 2-3 kilometers, almost all IT parks are there. Now you kind of interact with them, right? So that way you develop these leadership skills, management skills, etc. To develop those skills, one more thing we have added this year is we are doing the real-time work. I mean, for example, one company who are preparing the books for the one of their clients, that work is outsourced to us, which means for all practical reasons, you are working, in a company, right? You have the deadlines, you have the software access given to you, you have to work on that. Even 1 or 2 US projects, we are getting small projects. Over a period, we want to increase that. So the point here again is all that real-time experience, whatever you need, will be added, right? So that way, everything is taken care. Whatever is the managerial skills you have to develop over a period, the technical skills like, again, accounting and finance, this side system skills also, whatever you need, everything is taken care. Any questions at this point of time before I can proceed to the next point?
No, sir. Sir, can we add networking to this skill set?
It is there. There are 2 points in that. Point number one, what we do, offline events, at least 2 networking events for every batch we design. For example, first year, second year, third year, everybody will be clubbed. So again, the cost also we have taken care. The point here is sometimes when we push, let us go to a resort and have team building activities. Maybe some of the photos you can see in our website also. Corporate trainers, all this time, team building skills, we have hired them for that day. They conduct some of the team building activities, of course, the fun activities also. So that way, yes, you are right. Networking skills is part and parcel of the game. So Toastmasters also you mix with, interact with the corporate clubs, etc. The other side, networking events will be there. And as I said, one more, in the presentations and all, you will always have the mix of students, like somebody from certification courses, somebody from previous MBA program, somebody from current MBA program. Those networking is always there. Yes, we are increasing some more efforts going forward. Those are there. That's what I'm trying to say. By working in the industry for so many years, by sending so many students into the corporate, we have an idea what exactly required. I personally worked. Looking into all these things, everything is designed, right? So nothing is theoretical here. It is just you have to use that. That's all. One more thing. Because we want to keep the, what you call it as the academy or the institute or college, whatever you name it, in the center city where you can interact with the people, faculty can easily come. We don't have luxury of having a big campus where sports facilities and all is there. The moment I want to have these facilities, I have to go to the outskirts, the connectivity will go away for you. That's why we have kept inside the city. Second, still for networking and having that, the kind of bondage, you just need sports, etc. For this, again, we are sponsoring without any extra cost. We'll take the membership with some badminton clubs, etc. Weekly basis, you can go and play. We'll pay for that. So the point is everything is taken care, right? How a student has to behave, how to develop all these skills, everything is taken care. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
Any other question? Or anybody want to add any point? Yes, you must have this skill to accelerate in your career, finance. Any other skill? Anybody think? I'm talking about a complete finance professional. I'm just not talking about the job. I strongly believe hundreds of times I say some students come and compare with X college, X institute, X, ABCD finance, whatever it is. I mean, college or institute or whatever. So they are getting maybe percentage of jobs are more, something like that. So I always say Getting a job is a very small thing. Don't give too much priority to it. I know as a student, that is one priority to you. I 100% agree, but don't give too much weightage to that. What if you're eligible for, let's say, A grade company, but just because you're putting pressure on me, I might send to the C grade. Not easy for you to jump there, later. Same way with the type of role. Maybe you're eligible to become a doctor, for example, but you are in finance need, or maybe you are in urgency for the job. What if I made you like, somebody like a nurse, or somebody like, junior staff? It makes no sense. For your skills, it is not matching. That's where we say we'll give time. Of course, let us have a discussion. Maybe for your skill, even getting a small job is difficult. We only suggest, Arey, don't keep too many things in your mind. Go for something with experience, it will come to you. Or even this batch we have, maybe I don't know whether he has joined, one or two people. They got the first job, 2024 MBA guys. We said, no, I think for you, you can get a better job. Please don't go for it. Maybe after two weeks, they attended one more interview. They got something. Now they are ready to go. Again, I'm saying to some of them, hold on, you can get one more. So we don't take that tension of getting a job is my job. The moment job is done, my work is done. No. Again, strictly I'm saying no. Right? Let's try our best, right? Maybe every time nobody is a god to give everything up to your satisfaction, but then let me try to put you in a best place, at least to best of our knowledge, right? Considering our experience, seeing thousands of students in almost every company, we can certainly guess at least, what is your skill, where you are fitting. So that way we can guide, so that instead of making repeated mistakes, many mistakes we can avoid. This is most important. Very few people understand all these things. Many people are like job, job, job. You get into the job, after 2 years you are not going anywhere, then you come back. This is one of the biggest problem of many colleges. Placement team is different, the delivery team, classes delivery team is different, admission team is different, marketing team is different. Everybody complete their work, my work is done. Placement team will say rule basis. I'll give you one opportunity. If you got the offer, don't attend the other company. Otherwise, I'll give you 3 opportunities maximum. Beyond this, I cannot give. Otherwise, just to show you the job, though you are a finance guy, I'll put you into the marketing job. And list goes on. There are so many issues in the market. So nobody has that much time or patience to give you what is best for you to understand your career ambitions. Trust me, you just check any college and let me know. I'm more than happy to learn from any best practices from any other college. But our policy is very simple. We'll give the time. For example, take the first MBA, first batch of the MBA. Some students, for some reasons, maybe CA interqualified, etc., they said, sir, I want to go for the job. Some of them went for within 3 months. After 12 months or 15 months now, let's say in 2023 September we started, some of them went to job in 2023 October or December or November itself. Now after 12 months, which is 2024 December, they jump to one more company. Maybe they might have started, let's say, for example, 6 to 8 lakhs at that time. They might have gone to 12 to 14 lakhs now. They are happy. I mean, some of them may be happy, some of them may be looking for some more better, but that is one way to look at it. The other way, some students become freshers, etc., went for internship like 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs kind of thing. Now, after 12 months, most of them are retained by the company, right? Maybe 6 lakhs like that. They made it permanent. Now they get the MBA degree now in after September 2023 September we started, 2025 September somewhere they'll get the degree. They are yet to get the MBA degree, but most of them are already working. I think 2 or 3 students are still searching for the job. The main point what I'm trying to say is that flexibility is given. Somebody want to start the job within 3 months, within 12 months, etc. I'm okay. Or some people went for the job, they resigned after 9 months, 12 months, whatever. Again, they're attending some classes. We are okay with that, right? As I mean, we can certainly understand every student requirement. So whatever is the best we can offer, we are offering, right? So that way you don't need to take tension. Rule is rule. If I break the rule, my career is over, my association with the company is over. No. For many things we support, a lot of customization is there compared to any other college. Maybe if you want, I don't know anybody logged in here from the first batch or second batch. Maybe there are a lot of videos we made in maybe Suman TV or TV5, etc., etc. Some of the students appeared in those interviews. You can go through their recordings. If you just Google uniqfin Business School in YouTube, you come across all these things. Or CM Madan Reddy, if you Google, everything you will get. Otherwise, if you want us to know, let me know. I can connect to those students. You can speak. Again, coming to the main point, what I'm trying to say, to make that long-term career, not just a job. Job is also important. We'll give in the sense we'll help you. It's not my company to give you a job, but we'll help you. But then the point is, if you want to make a long-term career, whatever you need, that's what we want to make you, learn at the beginning itself. Again, one more point I always say, if you learn any skill, let's say communication, let's say networking, let's say whatever it is, managerial skill, or maybe SQL, Python, whatever, At the age of 22 or 23 or 25, if you're learning, you'll use for the next 30 years approximately. Let's say because the company is laying off, sent you out and then you reskilled, maybe at the age of 40, then you can only use for 15, 20 years. So that way, try to add any skill as soon as possible. There's so much competition. Every additional skill you have will give you extra advantage. I hope everybody agree with this statement, right? Every new skill
Yes,
you are adding, it will give you extra advantage. I hope everybody agree with this.
yes, sir.
Right. That's all the whole,
100%.
right? But at the same time, we don't want to put too much pressure on you. For example, for one guy, maybe they can easily grasp everything, maybe because their IQ levels are more, or maybe, they have experience or whatever reason. Other guy, basic debit and credit is also he's struggling. Don't worry. The guy who's struggling will give that additional classes. There are optional accounting classes, there are optional Excel classes, there are optional communication skills, etc. You be part of that group. Don't take tension. That's okay. We'll get into this small job. Slowly will make you your career. No need to take panic or tension. Whereas the other guy is taking everything. Don't worry. Excellent. Go at whatever speed you can go. Go to one company and come back. That's what I'm suggesting now. The first year guy, second year guy, third year guy, we can club at least two from each batch. We can conduct additional classes, advanced. For example, maybe private equity I might have taken before. At one level, I might have stopped because not everybody is getting into it. But now, once I know there is a core group who can really understand the things, I can go at least 10% additional, advanced. Or I can bring somebody from the market who has that real-time experience in the deal making, etc. We can conduct a guest lecture. First, we should be there in that level to understand. That's why we might not conduct in the first year, but certainly we'll conduct in the second or third year. So that way we have long-term program in mind. We don't go by the rule like first year student is done, you cannot attend second year, nothing like that. You have that interest to learn, let me know. We can get the best of the best faculty and we can customize at almost nothing we are charging extra. I mean, because again, one more point, we want to prove in the market, right? So we want to establish ourselves as a premier player in the market for the finance guys. So that way, we're not much worried about the extra fees, extra income. That's all secondary, third, fourth, whatever priority. The first and foremost priority is having a student who has that eagerness to learn, eagerness to make finance career, long-term career. That's all. Whatever support you need, will take care, right? The additional classes you need, that extra support you need, whatever it is, we'll take care. I hope all these points are clear up to now.
Sir.
Right. Assuming yes, let's move on. Coming to how much salary, just make an attempt. How much salary a finance student like CA MBA can make after 5 years? Approx.
More than 15.
Because your target is that.
Picking the
Most of,
option from those things.
okay. Anybody else?
Even
Yeah,
1 crore is also
more than
possible.
15.
Sorry. Don't go by the wish list. Tell me the reality. Maybe you might have seen somebody with 5 years. Based on that, tell me.
Yeah, then
30 lakhs,
somewhere
sir.
between 15 to 20.
Right. So the main point here is there are some people, even after 5 years, they are not even getting the first job. Do you agree with me? Though I'm talking about extreme, do you think there are some people?
Yes.
May not be CA, at least MBA, BCom, even after 5 years, no job. Do you think there are some people?
Yes, sir.
Right? Or take CA or others, one more problem. They prepare for the government jobs and all, 5 years, nothing has happened, then they come back. This is one category. Or one category, make mistakes. Go to practice, not successful, come back. Go to some business, not successful, come back. So for whatever may be the reason, still to start the job is one category. Second category, some of the MBAs and all you might have seen are BCom. They start around 1.5, 1 point, even in the MNCs. There are some normal companies, that is one side, audit firms and all. Then every year 5%, 6%, 7% growth. After 5 years also, it's moved from 1.8 to 2.1, 2.4, 2.8, 3.2. Anybody seen this case? We have so many examples. Many people enroll for the certification courses. Now they'll say, sir, 5 years is over. My package recently increased to 4.1 or 3.8. Can I get the hike? I hope people agree with this example or maybe no. I'm happy to discuss.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
I agree.
There's so many. They'll come back. Why? Because they went into that kind of a company which has no paying capacity. Right? This is another problem. Let's take one more example. Let's say PAN card I'm preparing. Let's say CS students can understand these examples. let's say I'm making one PAN card to one of the company. Let's say it took 2-3 days. How much I'll charge to that client? Maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000, maybe 1 lakh. How much I'll charge to make a PAN?
1,500 or 1,000?
Let's say 1,000, 2,000. Let's say KPMG created one PAN, let's say for Goldman Sachs, for India office, let's assume. How much you think they'll charge?
In crores.
Crores may not be, but pakka few lakhs. In dollars, maybe sometimes it is crores also. They combine the things. They may not show you one line PAN card. They'll say services related to registration. Most likely only PAN I might have applied, or maybe one more thing I might have done. Generally in dollars, it will go to few lakhs or maybe crores at times, at least, yeah, maybe at least more than 5 days if I work. So the point here is, same work, if I have a client base who will pay me more, generally my paying capacity will be more. Very simple logic. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is where again, choosing the right company, choosing the right division. This is important. Even morning, I was having a discussion with one of our CS students from long back. He was coming and telling, sir, I want to change the industry. We were having this discussion. My point here is, you have to be in the right industry and right team who has that earning potential to increase. If they themselves are not earning, there is no way they can pay you. For example, let's say GL, general ledger related, accounts payable, accounts receivable, these are little outdated. Then within that, GL has more capacity than APAR. I mean, transactional things where data punching is happening, not much growth happens. As far as there is some learning capacity, growth will happen. Next, if the industry itself is growing, like the fund accounting industry is growing, much better growth you can see. Maybe at some point in time, it will also, slow down. That's where you have to move to the right industry or right team. So that way, there are so many things many people don't understand. They get into one role or one company or one industry, they stick to it. Maybe there is a time you have to look at other alternatives. Maybe there is new skill you have to add. Maybe new course you have to add very few times. Very few people understand all these things. Continuously to keep upgrade ourselves, what are the additional qualities required? Very few people knows. Most of us will be keep going in the same wheel, going on, going on, going on. Somewhere life is like everybody is busy, busy, busy. Very few people give a thought. What is the next step I have to do? How to make servicing the vehicle kind of thing, right? Whatever vehicle you use, every 6 months once you do the servicing, excellent condition. 5 years you ignore, one day one accident, all are gone, right? Heaven or hell, one birth is confirmed. That is the same thing, right? One day you will come to the layoff list, right? So coming back to this, what is the salary? Very simple. If you go to the right job, if you go to the right department, if you keep upgrade, there is every chance MBA fresher or degree fresher also most likely more than 15 lakhs, most likely. For that matter, are there companies who are offering for fresher also more than 15 lakhs? Any guess? Just guess.
Yes, sir.
I'm repeating. There are, right? For that matter, even graduates, there are some companies offering more than 20 lakhs also. I know I'm talking about the exception. I'm not saying it's general, but there are companies. If you want me to show, very simple. Go to the Google Pay Scale. There are Glassdoor, etc. Just simply Google, for example, investment banking analyst salaries in Goldman Sachs. Even freshers, they pay more than 20 lakhs. Of course, you need to have some skills. I'm not saying everybody will get into. The other side, there are people with 10 plus years experience, not even crossing 7 lakhs. There's many guys, right? So every combination is there in the market. What am I trying to say? The more you have some guidance who can guide you in the right path, there is every chance you can beat the market dynamics, like, average salary and all, at least by 50-60%. There are so many. Just you need to have some, what you call it as that common sense. Acha, which industry I have to go, which person can guide me and all. That's all. So short answer, all combinations are there, but just you need to be in the right path. That's all. Then come to cost of doing. Any guess for this answer? Third question, cost of doing US CPA, MBA versus CA. Just while yes, also okay.
More than 5 lakhs.
Anybody else? Feel free, yeah, whatever comes to your mind. You might say less than 50,000. You might say more than 50 lakhs. You might say around 5 lakhs. Whatever comes to your mind.
For CA, it can be around 3 lakh, 3 to 5 lakh, but CPA, it will be like around 5 lakhs.
Okay. When you say CA 3 lakhs, I think you are only taking the institution ka fee, SEA ka fee. Yes or no?
Yes.
Don't you think you have to pay for the coaching class?
Coaching. Yeah.
Don't you think you have to pay for hostel fees and all?
Yes, sir. That will be an expensive.
This is where most of us make a mistake. We just look at the institute fee. What about others? This is one. Second most important point all of us miss is the time value of money. right? Look at the
Yes,
time.
yes.
Generally, how much time CA takes?
Depends on candidate to candidate.
Generally.
5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the times, if you take 3 attempts, approximately, right? Now, let's say just 6 months before you started one MNC, let's say one guy started in 2025 December, you started 2025 June. Let's assume. Maybe this guy completed CA, you have not completed CA, but you went into the job. Let's assume. In that 6 months, what is the approximate earnings? Approximate. CA inter-candidate.
Like around 4 lakh to 5 lakh.
Worst case scenario, you are taking audit officers, most of the people anywhere between 5 to 8 minimum they are going. Again, 1 year, of course, I'm saying, yeah, 6 months, maybe 4 lakhs. Yes, let's take it. Now, let's say after 6 months, guy, you are getting, let's say with CA, other than CA final, let's say you got 7 lakhs. Let's say that guy got 11 lakhs. By and large, at least first year it is same, right? Second year, third year, this experience and little bit of additional skill will prove to be more successful than the qualification alone. Trust me. In some companies, yes, qualification is given little extra weightage, at least first 2-3 years, but not more than that, no longer. After 5 years and all, qualification is secondary. All your adaptability to the skill, that particular role is important. Now change the dynamics. Roughly 2-3 years before, for example, after degree you started, whatever, let's say MBA engineering kind of things will go by the time, that's all. You don't need to stretch beyond A level. If it is degree is over in 27, you get the degree in 27, nothing beyond this. Let's say you started, even the 2 years MBA, we are saying within 12 months you can go for the job. So let's say MBA is taking 1 year or 1.5 years, for example, or CA is taking 3 to 4 years, let's assume. Do you think there is a big difference in terms of earning? If you just make simple calculations, let's say 5 lakhs on an average, right? And most importantly, let's say 6 years is over for you. That guy is still 2-3 years experience. Most likely you will be the team leader. That guy will be reporting to you. Again, assuming some skills are there. I know some people compare like this. MBA guy who cannot do even CA foundation will go for that. From an ordinary college, they do the MBA. They'll come up to the 2 lakh salary. Now you can compare. I am winning. No. A guy who has caliber to complete CA, if he is doing MBA, obviously he'll do wonders. Right? He learns a lot of things. He starts much before than this guy. And most likely with that experience, he'll make the success. I have seen so many guys. Again, in my LinkedIn network itself, you can see there are people who have started with me in the same year with MBA from ICFI, at least mid-level, if not from IIM. They are earning much better salaries than us. By the time I came out of the company, they are earning much better. They become department heads much before. So that benchmarking is important. One more important point. Compared to CA, CFA, CPA, etc., my efforts to MBA is quite less. Maybe, if I'm not wrong, everything is maximum 30 to 40%. I hope most of you agree with me. I'm repeating. Compared to CA versus MBA, maybe your efforts are less than 40%. Most of you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if the same caliber guy is doing CA versus MBA, much time before he'll complete, he'll be one of the topper in that. Adding these communications, system skills and all, they look much better, right? So this is one of the problem we all of us are going. The assumption is low fees, but at what cost it is low? At the entry, I agree with you. With 20,000, I might enter into the CA. But when are you coming out? How many years is over? What is your cost? Point number one. Point number two, which is important, time value. What is the point in qualifying at 30 or 32 or something like that? Or even more worse is realizing at the age of 30 that I cannot do this course and now looking for the alternatives. There are so many guys. So the point is that effort you could have put at 22, 23, mostly could have gone out by 24. By the age of 30, your earnings will be different. Right? There's so many. Again, both side exceptions are there. I'm not saying one guy might have completed CA at 22, one guy might have not completed MBA at 24. That's a different thing. But then by and large, looking at the same yardstick, maybe an average guy, my confidence is I can prove with any examples. Easily, you can make a much better career first 10 years if I take. Then again, from there, your skills are important. Most of the times, again, my experience, look into the LinkedIn statistics or whatever, that overall development related guys will generally grow at a good speed. Right? Technically heavy guy, yes, he might have success in some areas, but most of the times they'll not catch up in the managerial roles, particularly the CS and all. Heavy technical skills areas, they might grow well, but again, not having communication skills, not having networking skills, not having career guidance and all, it will have a good amount of toll on their career. I hope most of you agree with all these examples. If not, please debate. I'm not here to convince you with something. I'm here to just let us share the ideas. If you have any good idea, I'm more than happy to implement in our program. That is more important, that feedback. So do you agree with me? These overall skills are more important than the heavy technical skills like CA.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. If anybody has a different opinion, please let me know. I'm more than happy to listen. I'm not here to convince you. Okay. Assuming no, let's move on. Right. This is just a small statistics. What do you think? Fourth question.
Less than 20%, sir.
Most of them are maybe I'm an industrialist. I want to get into the education to save my black money. I'll start. Now I'll appoint one principal, I'll appoint one lecturer and all. They'll continue. There are less chances they really understand everybody's, what is the career aspirations of the student and all, very less. And most of the MBA colleges are engineering colleges giving MBA. I hope most of you agree with me, right?
Yes, sir.
In 1990s or 2000, there is a lot of boom for ITs. They started engineering. They have still, that area is a little bit strong for them. Then because it is failing, they started MBA, very less chances. If you see the placements, again, most of the people are joining in that college in MBA by looking into the engineering placements. Right? They don't differentiate. They'll show these photos. This guy got 1 crore in Google. This guy got 70 lakhs in XYZ. If you go into the details, he is not an MBA guy. He is an engineering guy. Right? So there are a lot of difference. The point here is very few specialized in finance. To my knowledge, very, very few. So what is the reason? Maybe not paying capacity of the people are not there, or very few people are taking that career seriously, or whoever is taking finance as a career, most of them are ending up in CA, CR related courses, ACCA, whatever it is. I think that's one of my takeout. That's why we felt, any finance college delivering finance related classes with all these additional topics like systems and all, I think we are yet to see the example cases. A guy who has gone through the syllabus, where is he after 5 years? Where is he after 10 years? I don't think we have examples. So once you get the examples, a lot of people will follow. If you are a leader, you have to follow first. I mean, you have to start first. Maybe after 5 years seeing your salary, many people might come that time. I hope you're getting, how early you recognize all these things is important, right? So last one again, how many classes? I mean, if you take a typical MBA college or typical engineering college, most of them are PhD. They are a permanent staff in the company, that particular college. I don't think they have working experience. This is my takeaway. I don't know if anybody has a different experience. Let me know. This is where the big difference, right? The people, I'm also struggling still to find out the right person who is in the industry working full time, reach to a good stage like a senior manager, vice president, MD, etc. We are trying to bring some of them. Some of them we were able to bring, some of them we were not able to. But at least all people who are working in the industry are coming and delivering the lectures based on the hourly basis. We'll line up our schedules to their work hours. For example, if somebody is busy in the September month, we'll give classes to them in October month. If somebody has too much work in the office in January month, we might give in February month classes to them. So that way we're managing with the working people. There's a big difference. The way they deliver the lecture, they make you to understand the, industry requirements versus a normal lecturer who is delivering the university syllabus. There is a big difference, right? The alignment of the syllabus to the corporate is very less in the other colleges. The person having hands-on experience, every topic they're delivering in the class, they kind of visualize, Acha, this guy is joining this X company tomorrow, let's say State Street company, JP Morgan company, Goldman Sachs or whatever. What topics they may have to come across there tomorrow, which software they should know, or maybe, which topic is more depth. This is what generally people miss. Again, I'm repeating. Let's say topic may be same. For example, derivative. For example, mutual funds. For example, accounting. But then the depth of the topic, right? Maybe one topic I have to go at 80% depth. One topic I have to go 10% depth. This is where most of the lecturers miss. They give almost same weightage to everything, or based on the exams, they'll tell you this is more important. There are more chances the depth will change in the real time, right? Depends on the latest trends, it will change. So very few people having hands-on experience can understand these things. I hope people agree with these logics.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Right. So that's where again the guy with hands-on experience is very important to be, to deliver the lecture. That's what our point is, right? So one of our main thing is almost all lectures given to you is from the industry. Somewhere to have some right mix, maybe theoretical topic like economics, we might bring somebody from theoretical or college background, but almost all of them are from hands-on experience. So that's what it is. Coming to our program, looking into all these things, we have highlighted whatever is required. We have kept into this. Can you just go through quickly on your own? Just have a look at it quickly. If you think all these things make sense, let me know if there is any doubt. Then I'll take up the classes, questions, and we'll wind up.
So would it be flexible for working professionals too?
100% yes. So by keeping that in mind, what we have done is only 3 hours classes in the weekdays. What it means, let's say 9 to 12 class is over. The people who are working, they can resume the work. Let's say work is, you're working in the office at that time, then recorded lectures will be given. Your work is over at 7 to 10, you can watch the video. This is one. Second, freshers might have a question. Are you 3 hours classes? What do I do the remaining time? That's where we said all people has to assemble in the class. They discuss the class. It is done. They practice, particularly Excel, Power BI, etc. A lot of practice is required. A lot of assessments has to be completed. So that way for freshers, there'll be additional 3 hours of practice sessions. For experienced, because they have experience, they can manage. So that way classes. So answer is perfectly suited for the experience. Let me add one more point. I'm a strong believer of managing the balance between the studies and skill development one side, the career and working one side. There is no way one student will understand the reality of the life without working. Other side, there is no way you can have successful career without going for the skill development. If you are working, still you have to develop your skills. If you are a student, still you have to understand how the corporate works. I hope all of you agree with this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Right?
great.
Let's say I'm done 100 courses in the life till 25th age. I'm done with, for example, CA, CPA, CFA, whatever it is. Can I be more successful the moment I start the company? What's your guess? My guess is no. Whatever skills you have, unless you apply them in the real time, you don't understand some of the loopholes there. Then again, you have to come to the classroom. You have to update. Oh, this is how it works. What I learn in the class is this. What is the reality is this. I need some more upgradation. Again, I have to come back. The moment acha studies are done now, let me concentrate fully on the career. I don't think it will work that way. Of course, we can manage. I'm not saying not managing. Most of us manage. That's a different point. But then if you really want to have that success, you have to manage both. So considering that only it is designed perfectly fine. People working in the industry also can do. Yeah. Any other question?
No, sir.
What will be the cost of this MBA course?
Right. So there are 2 points to this. Depends on the right person. We are ready to help as much as possible, but then somewhere we have to start. The way it is designed is 4 semesters. Each semester we have kept 1 lakh each. So which means 4 lakhs. After second year placement, we will once you get the money and then 1 lakh. So maximum cost is 5 lakhs maximum. In that, as I said here, first benefit is no charges for the certification courses. So like, investment banking and fund accounting. Let's assume you attended 2 or 3 times. That itself, we are charging around 55. So let's assume 3 times you attended. That itself costs you more than 1,50,000. Let's say only 1 time you attended, still it is around 50. Second, all these classes, like for example, NISM exam fee, at least 4 certifications we only will pay. Then MS Excel kind of fees we will only pay. Communications point of view, Toastmasters fee, at least 1 time around 6 to 7,000 we'll pay. This is one thing. Otherwise, uniform to bring that communication, networking skills and all, that those kind of skills. That is uniform, blazer, etc. is delivered from our side. Same way the bags, etc. to keep that decorum in the class in a proper way. All these things at no extra cost. As we said, that networking point of view, 1 or 2 outings will only sponsor. Of course, if you are in the other city, you might arrange your tickets. But here, whatever resort we are booking or whatever hotel we are booking to have these sessions at no extra cost. Then we said Coursera courses are pre included in that. Like that, there are many. That sports wala we said, sports, that membership we pay to the sports club, etc. That is also included. There are many like that. I mean, customized classes I talked about. If you're not understanding additional accounting classes, additional communication skills classes, nothing is charged at any, and no extra whatsoever. So that way, by and large, at least 1.5 lakh is already included in that. So your effective cost might come to 3.5 approximately, or maybe less than that in some cases. And one more important point, as I said, even if you're a fresher, most likely, if you work for 12 months also, you are recovering everything. At least 30,000 approximately if you get stipend or salary, it's knocked out. So almost zero cost, the way it is designed. Any other question?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
The duration of the course is 1 year or 2 years, sir?
See, 2 years, 12 months classes will get over, and 12 months you'll be working in a company as a job or internship, whatever. In this time, only in the weekends, you'll have presentations and Toastmasters, etc. every Sunday, Saturday. Here, one side, you will recollect all the technical topics also. People will be keep giving all these, newspaper reading related or IB related, fund accounting related topics like corporate actions, whatever it is, they'll be keep covering all those points. So that way you recollect all the topics. So you'll be in touch for 24 months, but classes will get over in 12 months from our side. Again, let me show you that syllabus quickly. I think some of you might have seen. 1 second. So if you go, I mean, whoever want this brochure, etc., in case if you don't have, there is a Telegram group by name uniqfin Business School. In that, it is there. Yeah, here it goes. Though we have mentioned 2 years semester wise this one, but the way it is managed is within 12 months, all things will get over. So introduction to securities market, where all these things, primary market, secondary market, equity research, everything about the market will be covered there. Alternative investments, nothing but private equity, hedge funds, real estate funds, and all is covered. Financial accounting, normal accounting, advanced accounting, basic accounting, everything. Again, the way it is designed is first basic accounting will be covered, then you practice. Once you get good amount of speed, then advanced accounting, same faculty or other faculty will take. So that way, looking into the requirements, it is designed in such a way, but anyhow, end-to-end topics will be covered. Then accounting and reporting of funds, nothing but mainly the fund accounting side, including some reg reporting and all those things are covered, mainly mutual fund, private equity funds, hedge funds, real estate funds, and all the accounting side of it. Then Excel VBA macros. Obviously, Excel is one of the very key, no doubt. Multiple times the topics will be covered from the Excel perspective. Then Power BI, yes, advanced. I mean, addition to Excel side, where if you have to report the data in a presentable manner to the management, all these things will come. Then financial management, again, the basics about all finance side of it. What is IRR? What is all, how to calculate the returns and everything. Mainly from the capital market side, all these things are taken care. Then fixed income securities, all debt market, bonds, debentures, mortgage-backed securities and everything. Then statistics. Then economics, of course, because from the equity research perspective and all, you have to understand the economics. Then SQL to pull the data from the database of the companies. So SQL. Then currency markets, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, everything about all like cryptocurrencies, currencies, etc. Credit risk, market risk, all about how you measure the volatility in the market, or all this banking and finance. I mean, all products. Again, they'll almost all derivatives related products. 2-3 times it will cover, right? In the IB class, and then again capital markets class, again this market risks, and also whatever is important. So many times it is covered. To make sure that you are understanding the things. Then valuations, financial modeling, mainly equity research side. Python, at least one language you need to know. Tableau, similar to Power BI, a reporting tool. Machine learning, artificial intelligence. So using Python and all from the finance side, how they use the artificial intelligence, that will be covered. Private equity deal making, the front office side of the private equity. Actually, for last batch, we have not covered because most of the students were not able to pick up to there. Now we are adding, so that will be taken care. So that way, all front office side of the deal making. All tricks, again, almost many companies are using even in the fund accounting nowadays. Then internship, we given the weightage, as we said before, it will be much more actually. You might work for 12 months or 18 months, depends on your speed. At least sometime you will work for the internship. And real-time data also we are giving. Again, derivatives, multiple times it is covered. That's why it's covering second time. So that way updated syllabus is one point we are saying. Yeah. Any other question there?
Yes, I have a question. As I am a BTech mechanical background, so there is no technique, there is no knowledge of accounting. So I don't know basic of accounting. For example, three golden rules of account. So is the right
I
way to take?
appreciate to give the example you learned there are 3 golden rules. I appreciate that point. I mean, you could have said I have zero idea. But anyhow, the question is, the point is, it will be covered from the basic point number 1. Point number 2, as I said, the class might cover, let's say, 50 hours of accounting, for example. Okay. For
Yes.
people like you, we have from the first batch, second batch, third batch, third batch, whoever is joined already, we have all setups. Agricultural BSc students are there, BTech guys are there, BSc students are there, BA students are there. We do cover from the basic point number 1. Point number 2, there are additional classes. For example, people from BCom and CA background might not attend those optional classes. But the people from these backgrounds will attend those optional classes. Apart from 3 hours classes, what I said, in the evenings, normally around, let's say 7 to 9, for example, these classes will be there, online plus offline. They'll make you practice all these things. They'll give you enough examples to practice. So that way, there will be enough support. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
Hello.
Please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Please, I can hear you. Yes.
Yes. Myself Hitesh, my son has done BFM, Bachelor in Financial Marketing from Thakur College, Bombay. Just right now, just passed out.
Please go ahead. Sorry, somehow
And
your voice is not great.
1 minute. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, my son has done BFM, Bachelor in Financial Market from Thakur College, Mumbai.
Go ahead, sir.
We are basically from Mumbai.
Okay.
And right now I have taken admission in NMIMS online MBA.
Go ahead, sir.
But after that, I have learned about the courses in fund accounting and all these things.
Yeah.
One of my brother has given me all your details. So
Okay.
what you suggest? Means go for MBA or go for your course for fund accounting?
Right. Appreciate it. So for that, one more option we have is
Yeah.
all our classes are accessible without MBA degree also. In the sense, since you said we have already enrolled for NMIMS, please go ahead.
Yeah.
You add that degree in 2 years. Now be part of our program for next 2 years. That MBA cost, that degree cost will be taken out. In that case, the total cost will come down to only 3.5 lakhs, where you'll be given access to everything, that fund accounting, investment banking, our MBA classes, everything is taken care. So that way, presentations, placement, everything. Probably this is the best
Okay.
option for you.
It will be 3.5.
5, that's all. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And after all those benefits, again, it will come to 0, or maybe you get more than that. So, yeah.
And do you have the hostel facility or can we done it online?
Right. You have online option also. The way the hostel facility answer, the way we have designed is, it is located in Marathahalli, where it's a center of the city. Next to the class itself, there are so many paying guest accommodations and hostels and all. It's a question of 1 minute walkable to that. So he can easily get the accommodation. We don't need to
So
provide.
what you suggest, sir? Going for offline or going
Yeah.
for online?
Offline is better if he can come. For any reason, if he has any issue, what we can do is, let's say 6 months online, 6 months offline, or 2 months there, 2 months here, all options are given.
Okay.
If possible, please allow him to come to offline. We have earlier students also from Pune and all, Orissa, even some students from Assam and all. They do stay here and then attend. That's better because you'll develop that networking and all.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Any other question? again, we are looking forward for more parents to have all these conversations and then, really think about their career. I mean, most of the students, when we speak to them, my parents don't understand all these things. I mean, that comparison, which is better. I mean, a lot of assumptions. Maybe offline is better than the online. A lot of assumptions. Very few people understand. So thanks for attending
Sir,
that.
can we
And
get any
Yes, sir.
education loan or something?
yeah. So one more thing. That's what. So there are so many things. I may not cover everything. Education loan is their point number one. For any reason, if you're not eligible for, let's say, loan, interest free will be there. Whatever interest you are incurring, that we will take care. One will provide. For any reason, if you are not providing, let's say once you get into the company, anyhow loans will come to you, personal loan, whatever loan, education loan, etc., etc. Let's say you are incurring XYZ cost, either complete, either complete reversal we can make it, or depends on the case to case basis. If it is not too much, half we can share. So by and large, interest is taken care. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Again, most of the benefits we keep the student side. Again, the idea here is we want to establish as the best player in the market. So that way, we were not much worrying about all other things. So your career is more important. Don't worry. Whatever doubt you may have, please reach out to the team. We are more than happy to accommodate.
Hi, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, please.
Sir, is there any opportunities related to teaching field?
Badri, where are you, man? So many days.
I am in
This is not the right place. I'll speak to you later. Right?
Okay, fine.
Right. Any other?
Thank you.
Sir, my concern is very different from the person gathered here from different walks of life. So could you please give me a 15 minutes after the session?
Yeah, done. Ashwin, see, I do remember, but I need some time to occupy on something else. That's where I'm not able to reply to you. Yes, please. May not be immediately after the session, but next 2 days, I'll come back to you, please. Okay. Any other? Okay. Appreciated. Thank you so much for all of your time. Again, very high level. Some of them I have given there, but much more. Again, my point is very simple. Everything is kept in mind. Every point is by keeping in mind the students' success for the long term, not just about the job. So that way, everything, what skills to be added, at what time it has to be added, what flexibility we have to give to the student, everything is given from the student perspective. So think about it. You compare with any top university, any top college, whatever it is. If you have any suggestions, let us know. We'll be happy to implement more things also. But to whatever the best of our ability, any finance professional, any skill that is required for the finance student is added. So don't worry. Just start your application process. If any doubts, reach out to one of our team member. We are more than happy to have multiple discussions and take it forward. Yeah. Thank you so much. Then that application, if you want, it's there in the Telegram group by name uniqfin. You can just take the brochure. For any doubts, you can reach out to any of these numbers, either by WhatsApp or call. Yeah. Okay, assuming there is no other questions, for now I'm winding it up. Again, we can catch up later. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.